How did you discover Audeze?
I hadn't really been too interested in headphones for a long time, and I'd seen some of the users and some of the great marketing that you guys do. And I thought, okay, well, it's time to give this company a go. I went through all the things that you had, and I thought, okay, well, this is a quality product. They've got good things here. I'm always the guy that wishes this or that was different. Of course, that happened, but it was definitely a substantial line and well made, and there was something to it that was novel and it was interesting. What I really like about these are Manny's. These are great because of the frequency balance, and not quite the detail of the MX4, but it's not the price. But this pair and the MX4, it's very musical, it's very cohesive. The resolution changes on the different products, the frequency balance changes on the different products, but the cohesion is there. And to me, that's probably the most important thing. Of course, you get into dynamics and frequencies and distortion and all that kind of stuff. But cohesion is number one. So with Atmos, I started out being annoyed, then I took it seriously. Then I brought my standard from stereo into Atmos. I said, what does this format need for spatial audio and for Dolby binaural and for speakers? For me to feel like we're at the same high watermark here as we are on two speakers. And that led me to bringing in analog processing, and that led me to investigating all the techniques that were out there. And I've developed techniques now that are using the whole room and beating the stereo in headphones. And that to me is the high watermark of the format. That's the thing that will never have to be redone. And so I'm very proud of that. And the bar talk and the headphones, all part of that process, because it is really a triangle. It's speakers is really just a third of it. There's the Apple product, the Dolby product, and the speakers, and they all have to be respected equally. I really have just two goals in music. One is to do great work every day in stereo or now in Atmos and spatial. So I have that goal. And then also to educate. Not education like dogmatically, like here's what you should think, but the principles around how to think. That's what I'm interested in. So I'm happy to give away the principles to anyone because we could all die tomorrow. And the legacy we leave is the work we do, it's what we give away, it's how people remember us. I want to give away what I can to elevate the situation. Also, selfishly, in the moment, it's helpful to me because that just makes all the music better. I didn't start out doing this to selfishly claw a niche for myself and to, fight off people with my pet tigers. I'm here to make music better, and people come to me for that, or they don't. They resonate with what I do, or they don't. None of that can I control. And so sharing information with people, like lately when I've spent 2.5 years, thousands of hours in Atmos and spatial audio, I've come up with stuff that I'm now starting to share. I'm sharing it with clients, and I'm starting to do seminars, and I'm just going to give that away because why not? That format needs to be much better, and it can be much better with some real simple principles that anyone can implement really quickly. It took a long time to figure that out. It's like anything. The simple things are the hardest to figure out. But once you get there, they're simple. Like anybody can play Smoke on the Water, and anyone does. But the fact is you didn't write it. So when things are really clear, they're quite simple. It's getting to the simplicity that's the thing. And when I feel like I've got ideas and principles really distilled and figured out, I love giving those things away. It's very satisfying because I do get a lot of people who come up to me and are very thankful.
Thanks for spending time with us here. Thanks for letting us come down and talk.
Thank you for coming. It's great to have these relationships with these companies like yours and like DCS. Quality products, quality people makes my life better. We're not all in this for the money. If we wanted to make more money, there's definitely other things we could do. We're in this because we love music, and there's a real sense of loving music in both of these companies and a real sense of integrity and professionalism in how they go about doing things. Thanks again for coming to my rabbit hole.